Many of us don't like to really lose or end up as or short of the strong. So I agree with this quote by Miller saying, it's far easier to forgive an enemy after you've gotten even with him. I'm going to explain a few examples that I've been through or personal or I witnessed, actually. My first example would be a basketball game maybe, like the Lakers versus the Kings. So they're playing in a game, or they're basically enemies the whole game trying to win. Usually if one team loses, they'll be animosity towards the other, vice versa. But if they tie, they don't really get mad, as mad, should I say. So they pretty much, if they're even with each other, they don't really, have anger towards each other or anything. Another example would be me and my brother. We used to always fight. He would call me ugly. I would call him stupid. He'll say, I don't know, more stuff. And we'll just go back and forth, and then my mom will say, knock it off. And then I'll squeeze in like, oh, you're ugly, before she gets really mad. So we try to get even, and then, yeah. And the last would be last summer, me and my friends went to Vegas, and there was just too much estrogen there. So we got in a fight, and we were all fighting, and when we got back home, we both went on Facebook and made videos calling each other ugly, and no guys like you, and stuff like that. We both went at it. We would make a video after video after video, so we wanted to try to get even with each other. And we were enemies at the time, and I ended up forgiving them because I was the one to make the last video, so I felt like I got even. So to sum up all my points, it is easier to forgive someone after you get even with them because you just feel like the bigger person, or you just feel superior to them after that.
All right, I'm not quite sure what you're getting at in the intro, but you do get to the topic, and the topic is pretty clear, and you've got a point of view. There's a structure in the speech. You don't set it up with a preview, but there are a couple of points that you're going to talk about, and I appreciated that, and so it makes it a little bit easier to follow. I'm not sure that your supporting points always work well. I think you're struggling a little bit with that basketball example, and I don't know what the heck kind of basketball game you see where they end up in a tie. That's just weird. But I know you're trying to find something to illustrate that particular point. I thought you were doing a little bit better when you were talking about you and your sister and the way your mom would yell at you, and you'd still try and get in the last word, that sort of thing. The story with you and your friends, basically it's a recap of the same kind of thing. I'm kind of interested in wondering what the heck all those videos are like and where I can find them. I want to see them. You project your voice okay. You're sort of low-key. There's some good energy in spots. And and you get a little bit of personality into the presentation with your voice. Now, the places that I think you've got some problems are on the visual things. You just never look comfortable when you're up there speaking. You are holding yourself when you start off. You've got your arm across your body, and then you don't know where to put your hands. You're shifting your weight. You just look uncomfortable the whole time that you're speaking to the audience, and you need to be a little bit more engaged, a little bit more forceful. You don't look at the audience really. You're friendly and you're smiling, but sometimes it seems like it's a little bit of a nervous smile. You need to really talk to the audience. You're just talking in front of the audience here. At the end, I like the fact that you kind of came back and had a summary point that you're trying to make. That's a good idea. That gives us a little bit more value in your presentation. You know, here's the point that I'm trying to make, and it ties in with the quote, and that's pretty effective. All right, thank you.